Hello,
Hi.
welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about OWN Network's reality-based TV series, Ready to Love, Season 6, Episode 9.
And today we will be discussing Miss Sabrina. Where's she at? What's she doing? I mean, come on, Miss Sabrina. Come on.
She had a busy weekend.
Yes, she did. She sure did. She was getting into other people's business. Now, Miss Sabrina found out that Demetrius wants a submissive woman. So why is she still checking for him?
Well, didn't she pump the brakes? Didn't she pump the brakes on that one when she heard
When she heard it,
from Demetrius's boy?
right, and she knows, and we know she's a firecracker.
Yeah,
She's not submissive.
Yeah, she's not wired like that.
So why is she still checking for Demetrius?
Still checking is the operative phrase there.
Again, is she trying to change him? Do you think Demetrius is going to change for anyone?
No.
That will be no.
At this point, he is who he is,
Exactly.
and she needs to accept him, for who he is.
Exactly.
That's something that I would think would be understood by now.
I understand the thirst for chocolate butter, but there are a whole lot of them out there, so you need to move on.
Yeah, I think she probably had a hard time with it, or a difficult time with that, because of the response that she's getting and not fitting into what she expected and or wants. She said in her confessional, I believe, that she was asking Demetrius questions, and some of the responses they were getting were laid back and uninterested and not really detailed or involved like she wanted it to be at this point in the process.
But
I think because of that, she grew a little frustrated and started to really doubt, whether or not this was the right choice for her.
he likes you, but move on. A whole lot of people could like you, but that doesn't mean that they belong in your life.
Right. She definitely needs more than that, or wants more than that, and deserves more than that. If they're not in the same place, then she needs to move on, like you said.
Absolutely.
And they're clearly not in the same place, even though, you would think that from his perspective, they are based on what he's saying only.
Listen, Demetrius doesn't say a whole lot, but there's some underlying things that he is holding on to that could be detrimental to any relationship. So once the friend says that he wants a submissive woman, like the great Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them. Demetrius has shown you who he is, and one of his boys told you what he wants. Why are you still trying to find out if he likes you? Move on. Keep it rolling. If Donovan doesn't work out, keep that moving too. He's fresh out of a relationship. What, 3-4 months? Jesus. Good God.
That red flag went up on her, and with the quickness when she found that out, boy.
And
She
then
hit the pause button, did she?
we are actively watching a woman second guessing the truth. That's what we're witnessing.
Mm-hmm.
She is second guessing the truth. That's why we as women end up sideways in so many relationship situations.
Mm-hmm.
We deny the truth that we're seeing.
Yeah, she said one of the reasons why she liked Donovan was because they're both from Cali, and there's the Cali vibe, and they seem to have some things in common. They're both divorcees, right?
Right.
And they seem to be on the same page about wanting kids. Donovan would want more kids. I think he's got 2 daughters, I believe.
He does.
And she would be open to that if with the right person and all that. So I think that they were pretty much on the same page, but I think that came to a screeching halt when she found out again that he had only been fresh out of a divorce 3 to 4 months. That's kind of soon.
That's really soon.
Right. And can you really be in a position to be, quote unquote, ready to love, or are you just fooling yourself at that point?
And with 2 daughters, so that connection, you're always gonna be going back.
Right.
Because they're parents.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
you're always gonna have to deal with this person.
Right, and then Sabrina, if they were to get tight and all that and move down the road together, Sabrina would be walking into that, I would assume, a very uncomfortable situation.
Well, I mean, blended families happen all the time.
Right.
That's no worries. But 4 months out of a relationship, he may need a little more breathing room
I would think so. I
to
would think
clear
so.
his headspace.
And to really, really make some, true evaluations about
Right.
whether or not he is really actually ready to be back out there in the day.
Right, because he
That-
could be just trying to
Reacting.
just get something going with someone
Right.
so he could feel good during this time, but it's not that the person
Instead
that
of taking
he's
that
going to.
needed time to be
Exactly.
by himself. Sure.
Sometimes we need time alone to heal.
Mm-hmm.
And divorce is big, particularly with 2 children.
And reset
And to
yeah,
reset,
yeah.
you need a quiet moment
Yeah.
to find out in yourself what happened and how to forgive yourself or to forgive the other person.
For sure. So what do you think? What do you think Sabrina will do? Based on what we've seen so far.
Sabrina's love is not there.
Yeah. Do you think?
He is not there.
Right. Right. So
It's not
so it's
Demetrius and it's not Donovan.
Right. Well,
And
and damn sure ain't Tori.
It's not Tori, because Tori finally
Had
had that conversation,
Right.
that a grown folk conversation, and Sabrina let him know that, hey, I just see you as a friend.
Yeah. Ultimately, that's not what he wanted, but he understood.
She will recognize that both Demetrius and Donovan are not suited, just like Tori is not suited.
Mm-hmm.
So her real love is outside of this process.
Still out there in these streets, huh?
Well, I
These
don't know if
streets.
he's in the street or not. I hope not.
Right. Right.
But he is not in this group of men.
I would agree with that because, like you said, she's a firecracker and she's not going to be submissive to any damn body.
Yeah.
And
I can't imagine Demetrius telling her what to do, when to do, and how high to do it. He gonna have a problem.
yeah,
He gonna have a big problem.
right, right.
He's gonna be told what from the crown of his head to the sole of
She
his
would be
feet.
chirping in his ear loud and clear. Boy.
A very present help.
Whew.
Miss Sabrina was chosen as the one who would let the man who was going to be eliminated. She was the one who was chosen. And based on the trailers that we are seeing for next week's episode, Tori was the one who was headed out the door.
Right,
He was feeling her like
Yeah,
nobody's
exactly,
business.
exactly. And I don't think she clearly wanted to hurt his feelings or anything like
Yeah,
that.
but hurting his feelings is what she was going to do if she was the one to tell him that he had
yeah,
to
but
go.
does that have to do with how him more so
Or the show?
or the show? Right, exactly.
Yeah, that is a consideration
Right.
because the show will do some sneaky stuff like this. So, but it was cold. It was cold.
Yeah, it definitely was frigid, man. He had long
but-
underwear on for that for
Did
that
he say he
meeting.
had to have long underwear?
Man, long drawers on.
He will recover. There's Mrs. Tori out there waiting on him.
For sure. You
So-
just gotta find her.
He's gonna find her.
Yeah, leave people's kidneys a damn alone. You know what I'm saying?
We want to thank you. See,
That
you're
was
gonna
abrupt.
go with.
No, I ain't going down. I ain't
Oh,
going down
okay.
that road. No.
We want to thank you for sharing, subscribing, commenting, liking our channel. We so appreciate you guys, and we hope you enjoy us and our opinions. If not, you could drop us a comment. Thank you. Have a good one.
Later.
Bye-bye.